Hey, it's Pete's Due, man. I gotta finish shopping here. I started shopping, but then we had to stop. Oh, I still got 20 of those. That's fine.
Shop time.
I need full heals. I need more full heals.
Do you enjoy shopping?
No.
Me neither.
I like trying to make my shopping trips as quick as possible. Get what I need and get out.
I just don't like him because it stresses me out because I don't like spending money.
Oh, okay. I thought I forgot about that. I was thinking maybe because how you don't like crowds.
Oh, I don't like crowds. I don't like crowds. I don't like spending money. I don't.
Oh, so I had to say. We didn't fight this person.
Oh.
Angus. Oh wait, I never surfed to the right of Cinnabar Island. We still have all these trainers to fight. I completely forgot. My plan actually was to go ahead and go into Seafoam Isles and explore around there a little bit. Just because I want to grind my Pokemon a little bit, and we haven't explored there yet. So I thought it'd be a good excuse. But I forgot we didn't even fight any of these trainers, so I'm glad we're doing that.
That's grinding for us.
Yeah. No, so yeah, but with shopping, yeah, just in general, I don't know. It just feels like shopping feels like a chore to me.
Yeah.
There, it's like, okay, I'm shopping because I have to shop, because I have to get these things. I guess particularly with things like food shopping and clothes shopping.
Oh, I like food shopping. But
well, I'll talk about that in a second. But I don't feel that way when it's like, a hobby-related thing, like video games and board games and stuff like that. Then that's like, let me check out all these things. No, I know that there is an exception for you with food shopping, and with me, that it gets, I get impatient.
I know,
because
you
for you, looking at like the meat in a meat section is like the same as me looking at video games. You will like examine like every single piece of meat. What's the best one? Which one do I really want?
Which has the best marbling?
And like,
what's gonna go well with this dinner?
And I'm just standing over there like, oh my god, we're just gonna eat it. Pick one.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's fine.
I feel bad because I'm exactly like my dad in that way.
You are, but there's nothing wrong with that. Like, yeah, okay, maybe personally I get like annoyed or impatient, but there are people who are passionate about food, and without that we wouldn't have chefs or good food. So I'm not going to criticize you for it. I'm going to acknowledge the fact that I'm getting impatient.
I mean, if I didn't care about cooking and if I didn't care about like making really good food, I'd probably go down the canned food aisle and grab a bunch of canned meat, and then we would have like shit food.
Well, I told you right before you and I got married, and I was living not really on my own. I was I was student teaching, and I was living at my grandma's because she lived close to the school I was teaching at. So I was like, hey, I can save on like rent. I don't have to get an apartment or anything. I can just live at my grandma's. But still, I mean, I pretty much took care of myself. Mm-hmm. My diet consisted of, because I'm definitely not a cook. I don't cook anything. All I did was I'd buy bagels and then like pre-packaged deli like turkey or ham, and then pre-sliced cheese. And that was it. Just bagels, cheese, and ham. And those sandwiches that I made were my breakfast and lunch and dinner. Well, they were everything.
They were everything to me.
They were everything to me. That was my diet. For pretty much everything. Like sometimes I'd have like a special dinner if I went out somewhere, which was rare.
Family members cooked something if they were around.
Yeah, that would happen every once in a while because my grandma lives. Well, that's actually the other way around. My uncle lives right next to my grandma. After Grandpa passed away, they built a house pretty much literally in the backyard of Grandma's house so that they could be right by her and help take care of her and stuff. But I'm getting a little off track now. Yeah, sometimes they'd have like they were going to have dinner together and you're invited, Isaac, and sometimes I'd go and sometimes I'd feel like being a shut-in and not go. In any case, what I was going to say was the one thing I did indulge in is once a week I would order a pizza.
Yeah.
That was my one little thing. Once a week I'd order a pizza.
And see, with me, you get mostly a different dinner at least once every other night.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's like a leftover thing that lasts. Well, it's usually that like your weeks are like a theme. Like, oh, this week's theme is chicken breast. Everything's gonna have chicken breast. They're all gonna be different meals, but they all include chicken breast.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
That was this last week.
Yeah.
Or like soups for 1 week.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
no,
I
no,
might
no,
lose
no, no,
NCS right here. Oh god. Okay.
Oh.
I didn't think you'd be confused anymore. Like that's a lot of times in a row. All right, we got to switch or heal. Might as well switch because he's already 45 now.
Next week's theme's gonna be Mexican food.
It is, and that's what actually that I decided.
Yeah.
Well, because usually I can't anticipate what I want over the course. You're like, what do you want for dinner this week? I'm like, I don't know. It's only Saturday. I have no clue what I want to eat this week. But this time I was like, you know what? Mexican food sounds good.
But I ask that question a lot. Like, while we're eating dinner, I'm like, what should I make for tomorrow's dinner?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I haven't finished this one, and also I am very full right now. So I'm not thinking at all about what I want to eat tomorrow.
I'm always thinking about food. That's
I said you
thing
are.
I got
That's
from
one
my
thing
dad.
that, yeah, it's like, pretty much, it feels like once every, like, 2 or 3 episodes of these Let's Plays that we do, we see something, and you'd go, I want to eat that.
Pretty much.
Or like there's a reference to a food, or we have a conversation that shifts to food somehow, and you're like, yeah, I'd like to eat that. I'm like, okay, Rosie.
Well, you know, it's just really hard because, like, I don't know if my brain's wired like that genetically for some reason, or if it's like my environment I grew up in.
Right.
Because, like, my dad's super obsessed with food.
Like, there's definitely an environmental factor, but was there a natural factor before that is the question.
Yeah, because, like, in my household that I grew up in, it wasn't weird for the first thing to come out of our mouths when we were picked up from school was, what's for dinner? Or we would call our mom in the middle of school asking what's for dinner.
Really? You'd call in the middle of school?
Yes! Like
is this
or
like
something.
middle school and high school? You got a cell phone. I always
Well, we
forget.
had cell
Well,
phones,
because
yeah.
like for me, I was at an age, where not having a phone was still pretty normal. I didn't get a cell phone until I was like a junior or senior in high school.
See,
so
I got my cell phone when I was a freshman in high school because I was doing so much stuff that my parents needed to be in contact with me. And so when we got...
Oh, wait a minute. Could I have caught a Pokemon in this route and I totally missed out on it?
Dude.
It's too late now. I've definitely killed all this wild stuff. Oops. My bad.
Pokemon.
Maybe. Pokemon are dead.
I
All
bet
right.
you could, like, poke Tentacruel's little, like, eye things on top and they would just burst.
Right, the little, like, gelatins.
Yeah, kind of like, like Fish Row.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you pop Fish Row, it's just like...
Oh, before it's gone, let's go back to what we were talking about before.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying you text in high school, cell phones,
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
what's for dinner.
Yeah, I would ask my mom what's for dinner. She was like, "You're just like your dad." She gets so pissed off with that stuff because, like, yeah, like my dad would be really annoyed about it, or like he would just grab stuff randomly to cook for himself or to cook for the family, But like, if he didn't like what was being made, he'd either go back in the kitchen and doctor it up his own way, or he would go and just make something for himself.
Okay.
It got on our nerves so much.
See, I guess for me, the thing was, I mean, like, my mom is a really great cook, but I was a super picky eater growing up. And so, like, my mom would make all these really nice dinners,
Your
and
mom's still a good cook.
then I wouldn't eat them because, I was like, no, I don't like that.
That would get me so emotionally distraught if I had a child like that.
And I just grew up that way. Like I had a very limited range of foods I would eat. Like I remember growing up, one of the jokes that my family, extended family, always had about me is like at our big Thanksgiving dinners, you got turkey and mashed potatoes and all this
oh my God.
stuff. I would eat 5 dinner rolls, and that would be my Thanksgiving dinner.
They also had like a joke about Isaac's list of foods he would eat.
Yeah. Like, oh, is it a sandwich? Is it surf can't be used here because the current's too fast. So I guess if we want to explore Seafoam Islands, we gotta go from the other way. So I guess we'll do that. Yeah, where it was just kind of like, oh, is it a sandwich? Is it a burger? Is it cereal? Is it pizza? Oh, then Isaac will eat it. Is it a hot dog? Okay. Yeah, that was a joke that my parents had was, oh, it's not on the list. That all changed was when I was a junior in high school, and I got my first girlfriend, and she liked to cook. And so I had to try everything that she would eat because I wanted to be a good boyfriend.
You want to impress her. I gotta thank her for that though, because you would be a pain in the ass to me
if I was still a picky eater.
You were still a picky eater.
And so that's when I started trying all these new things, and like now I like most things. There's still a lot of things I don't like, but there's a lot more things I like than I used to just not even try up to that point.
And your youngest brother is just like that.
My youngest brother, Adam's just like that. Adam is just as picky as an eater as I was when I was his age. Meanwhile, Seth's never had a problem with that.
Well, Seth can't afford to have a problem with that.
Well, but even before, he never had a problem with that.
Yeah. Oh,
but no, but really... Seth's a big athlete, so he needs to eat
and he's got a high metabolism, so he's like one of those like
he
really
constantly needs more calories.
Yeah, and he
can never get enough. Yeah.
Because he needs to keep enough weight and muscle mass on him to do those sports, and it's just really hard.
Right.
One thing your youngest brother Adam told me once when we were eating dinner, because he and I were on the topic of vegetables and how he hates them so much. He's like, if vegetables had a face, I would punch it. And I'm like, why? That's so mean.
He's definitely more direct than I am, because I was very passive about things like that.
I told him that, it's not the plant's fault you don't like it. Blame your stomach.
It's not the plant's fault. It's not the plant's fault.
And he's like, well, carrots made me barf once. And I'm like, well, that's your stomach's fault, not the carrots.
So this is going to be, we got to teach strength to somebody. But this is going to be like what some of the puzzles later on are like. There's all these puzzles where you're using strength to knock boulders into holes to do them in later parts of the dungeon. They really, really, ever since like, I don't know, I feel like it was 6th gen, maybe it was before, they've really simplified these puzzles. But I think the ones in 1st gen are the I don't know about the most difficult, definitely the most annoying. Because, like, you're trying to push these boulders all over the place, and then, like, wild Pokemon attack you, and you're just like, ugh, I just want to do the thing that I'm trying to do. Oh, wait, what am I doing? HMs are up here. We gotta teach strength to somebody. I knew this was gonna come, because we don't have Egoraptor anymore. Seamus or the Synthetic Orchestra. If we use it in the Synthetic Orchestra, we're gonna be losing Body Slam. Whereas with Seamus, we'd just be losing, like, Poison Sting. I think I'm still going to teach it to Synthetic Orchestra. We can get rid of Body Slam, that's fine. It's just as strong, it has just as much PP, right? No, it's actually a little bit weaker, huh? Oh well. Someone needs it. Here you go, Synthetic Orchestra, you're learning strength.
Yay!
Oh boy! I would love to be strong! Yay! Yes!
I'm so excited!
I can push boulders now! Watch me! Oh wait, there's a problem! There's no water around here! I guess I'll just flop around on the ground! Whee!
I'm just like trying to think of like a Lapras just like flopping and trying to push a rock with its chest. It'd be like a little like seal trying to do things.
Alright.
Sea lions. Oh, it'd be more like a sea lion trying to push a rock, like a male sea lion, just be like, brrr. Sea lions are weird.
They are weird. Like, they just, like, are constantly calling all the time for no reason.
Well, unless they're sleeping. Well, no, like, they usually, like, yell at each other if they're trying to push each other off of, like, whatever they're sitting on.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. Hey, there's a seal. Isn't it cute?
That's such an unoriginal name.
Seal. And it's evolution Dugong.
I know, right? Dugons are cute, though.
But look at this thing, it's also cute.
But I mean real life Dugons.
Oh, I thought you meant the Pokemon.
They're so adorable.
But the Pokemon's also cute.
Oh yeah, they are. But I like the real life animals.
No, you gotta like the Pokemon.
Do you think you could keep a Dugong as a pet?
No. There's no way you'd have an environment big enough for a Dugong.
Get a pool.
That's not enough space for a Dugong.
What about Manatee?
That's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, kinda.
I thought manatees and dugongs were literally the same animal.
I think Dugong, like one's saltwater and one's freshwater.
I'm not certain of
I think that's
that.
the difference.
In the same way I was not certain of Rock and Power being in New Zealand. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? I'm not certain either. I just know they're cute and I want one as a pet.
Well, that's too bad.
They wouldn't survive this cold freaking weather anyways.
See, I'd love to have a pet bear. That sounds like a terrible idea, though.
That's a terrible idea. Unless you, like, declaw it, or, like,
yeah, but now
saw down
now
its teeth.
declawing is very frowned upon these days.
Yeah, because you're basically taking off the first knuckle of the animal.
See, when I was a kid, we had a cat that was declawed, but back then I don't think it was, a thing that people really thought about in the same way that it's thought about now. And the reason they declawed the cat was because it was constantly scratching up all of our stuff and me. I would have
They
all
were
the...
just
I'd
trying to
had,
protect
yeah,
you,
I was a baby with nasty, like, cat claw marks. So, sorry, pussy.
I don't know. I guess it's, like, kind of like a case-by-case thing.
Like, they wouldn't do that anymore.
But
It's
now
just,
there's also other alternatives to cat clawing stuff, too. Like, they have those little things you can put on their claws that are plastic and stuff. Like, there's, like, it's one thing if there was, like, no other alternative, but, yeah.
Right. Things are just different now from when I was a little kid. I mean, I don't think I was even, like, 2 years old yet, so that would have been, like, 23 years ago, Almost, 24 years ago now. Ugh. Slowbros are tough, man.
My family never declawed our cat, but he wasn't aggressive.
Right.
He
and
loved
see,
people.
The cat that we had when I grew up was aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
It was an aggressive cat. But like, that was the cat I grew up with, so I didn't... For me, I just thought that's how, like, all cats acted. So, like, when I got older and, like, I had friends with cats, and they were all friendly and stuff, I'm like, what the fuck? Why was our cat so mean?
It depends. Like, it really depends on, like, when you get them and, like, just their overall personalities,
Yeah.
Like, if you get them when they're, like, really little kittens, they can be very friendly towards people because they're conditioned to a human environment, If you get, like, some feral-ass cat off of the street...
Feral-ass cat!
Then it's gonna probably be mean because it's had probably some negative experiences with humans.
Yeah, I don't know where my parents got our first cat.
Yeah.
Its name was Kernsey, and that's what I named my Khajiit in Skyrim.
That you never play.
I did a few streams.
But that's, like, not enough to get through Skyrim.
Oh, no, not at all.
No. You can't experience Skyrim that way. You have to experience all of Skyrim and buy all the DLC for it.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, there's lots of opportunities because they keep re-releasing Skyrim.
Instead of making a new goddamn game that's not, like, some...
Oh, one of our friends on
ah.
Facebook posted this, like, this teaser trailer for a new Elder Scrolls game.
Second time she's posted and it pissed me off.
Because it's fake.
It's totally fake.
The, what is it, Valenwood?
Valenwood, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where, like, the wood elves live.
I think so, too.
Yeah, that's their area. But, I mean, come on. Elder Scrolls knows what sells and what makes their games good. They need to really just not reboot the same thing over and over again or try to do something new like an MMO. They just need to go with...
Back to their roots and making a new thing with it.
And make a new thing based on a different part of, Tamriel. And just do that. I mean, there's
Hey, look,
so
there's
much to that
Articuno.
world. Oh, hi, Articuno.
Bye, Articuno.
Fuck you, Articuno.
We're not gonna fight you.
We're not gonna catch your happy
You
ass.
stinky burnt butt.
Stinky bird butt.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.